So I just want to start off this video just by saying, you know, my hair's a bit long, a little bit messy. I wasn't expecting to do a face cam video today, but I thought this needed to be done, sort of. Tyler put out a video yesterday, I think it was. Well, when this comes out, it might be like 2 days ago. It was Saturday, I think. Doesn't really matter. Talking about the future plans for sort of his channel, along with Kill Connor Club and As Always, which obviously I'm a part of, I hope. And I thought I'd do the same sort of thing. So we've both been talking, we've both sort of had these ideas for a while now, and it's only really now, over the past week or maybe 2 weeks, that we sort of decided this is sort of the direction that we want to go in with our channels, with As Always and with Kill Connor Club as well. So I thought I'd just run down sort of where I'm going with things. If you want to check out Tyler's video, if you're interested, it's in the description, so you can go and see what he's doing, because there's obviously some differences. I want to just start off by saying, if you subscribed for Assassin's Creed news, if speculation, lore videos, whatever, Assassin's Creed, if you subscribe for Assassin's Creed, it won't be going anywhere necessarily. And this is something I said at the beginning of the year, but I think it's more prominent now and more important now that I sort of explain it. So in terms of Assassin's Creed content, the content I'm really going to be doing is I'm not doing news anymore. So if you subscribe for news, you might as well go. I obviously don't want inflated subs. If you want to stick around for whatever other content, then be my guest. I'd really appreciate it. But in terms of the covering of news, the last video I did covering news was the leak on Assassin's Creed, whatever it was, the new Greece leak. See, I've even forgotten it, which was fake. I honestly, that video, that was one of the worst videos I've ever made. Like, after I put it out, I was like, should I have put this up? Like, should I even have made this video? It wasn't the type of content I wanted to make. I think it was that point that I was like, yeah, no, I can't do this anymore. I can't do these news videos anymore. It's just taking too much out of me. It's not even, and it's not even like that. It's that because a lot of where this sort of fatigue has come from is from the franchise of Assassin's Creed. But to be honest, that's not even the reason I didn't want to make that video. I just don't want to make news videos. Like, even in games that I really love, like Red Dead Redemption 2, like Kingdom Hearts 3, like, even with games like God of War that I really, really love, I would never want to cover the news on the sequel or things like that, because honestly, I'm just not interested in making news videos. It doesn't feel fulfilling to me. It's not something I want to talk about. There's channels for that. You've got GameSpot, you've got IGN, you've got everything else, and if you want Assassin's Creed news, obviously you've got Ethan over at Fishy, you know, who's going to be covering that stuff, because he will do that. You know, he's still having a good time doing it, and there you go. So he will have that for you guys if that is the kind of content you look for. If you just want solely Assassin's Creed news from, not just from these sources like IGN, but you want good Assassin's Creed coverage in terms of news from a fan of the franchise, then go over to Ethan's channel, go over to Fishy, because he will provide that for you, because, you know, you're not going to be able to get that here anymore. In terms of lore videos, really the focus I want to have in terms of any content that covers Assassin's Creed is potential video essays discussing, you know, things that may be relevant to do with Assassin's Creed. I want to do video essays. I want to do these videos where I talk about things that I like, making the best quality videos that I can, and if they happen to include Assassin's Creed, then they happen to include Assassin's Creed. It's, you know, there's some Assassin's Creed games I really love, like I've said. Like, I don't want to just discuss the franchise as a whole as it is in 2018 anymore, because I just don't like it anymore. I don't think it's very good in terms of, you know, movies, comics, you know, whatever. I still have the first 4 games, I still have Black Flag, and I still love Origins, and so, you know, if there's anything worth talking about, if there's any talking points that I think I can analyze or stuff that I can bring to the table, then obviously I'll make a high-quality video talking about that, but it's not going to be like, oh, I need a new Assassin's Creed video to make. It's like, I need a new video. If it happens to be Assassin's Creed, then maybe it will be. Who knows? But I'm not going to try and make Assassin's Creed videos, because I'm honestly, I'm just fatigued at this point. And I've put out videos, I've talked about it on the Kill Connor Club, you know, about Assassin's Creed, and that's just sort of, you know, that's where I am with it right now. So in terms of videos, you're not going to see news, you're not going to see speculation, you're not going to see Let's Plays, other than maybe some streams and things like that. But in saying that, I do still enjoy Let's Plays, and I do still enjoy streaming my, experience of games. So if you do want any of that, go check out my second channel, LazerzZ, because that's where I'll put all of those things. I even put up a Far Cry funtage recently, which was a fuck ton of fun to make, but I just didn't think it was right for the main channel. So second channel is kind of where those things will be. I'll also be putting out, in regards to Assassin's Creed, I'll be putting out still these lore type videos. I still really enjoy talking about the parts of the franchise that I did like and that were coherent. So like things like Ezio, things like, whatever. I do still like doing these researchy videos and writing my own stories. So like the what if videos will continue, because I really, really like what if videos, because what it means is I can take the parts of the lore I like and I can make my own stories and speculate about these parts that I really liked. But also I can take parts that I didn't like and I can change it and be like, what if this didn't happen, or what if this happened, and then tell my own story with these characters. And because the universe still has a lot of potential. I don't like what they've done with it. I don't like the stories they're telling in it. I think the whole universe as a whole in 2018 is pretty bad, but the potential is there for me to be creative and create things with it. So I'll still do what if videos, and I may also do some quick lore videos as well, in terms of things in the past of the franchise. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll see what happens. I'm not super keen on it. I'm not like saying like, oh yeah, I really want to make a quick lore video or anything like that. But what if videos I am very interested in doing, things like that. So maybe I'll do quick lore, maybe I won't. We'll see. Who knows? In terms of something like Wishlist, can't see me doing that in the future, to be honest. I did an episode of it. It was alright. It was an alright time. But to be honest, it was just like an episode of quickfire topics, but it was just specific to Assassin's Creed. And it was like, why am I narrowing it so much? Just do quickfire topics, right? And then if something happens to be Assassin's Creed, it happens to be. Who cares? That's cool. But yeah, Wishlist just felt like quickfire topics, but unnecessarily narrowed to the point where it's just about Assassin's Creed, and it's just mind-numbingly fucking boring at this point. So that's where we are with Assassin's Creed content in terms of the channel. If you're not interested in any of that I've said, and I've said I'm going to stop doing things that you subscribe for, fair enough. You can leave. You can go do your own thing. Find someone else that provides that content you look for. That is absolutely fine. I completely understand, because so many people did subscribe for Assassin's Creed news. I know that's where a bulk of my audience came from. And so if that's all you wanted to see, and if you like by coming here, because I know plenty of people came for the Assassin's Creed news. They enjoyed streams. They enjoyed other types of videos. They enjoyed just me, talking to me as like a personality, and also this community that we've got here. And if you fall into that camp, I appreciate it. Awesome. I'm going to put out as best content as I possibly can. Still going to do streams. Still going to grow this community. Interact with everyone. It's going to be a great time. If you did just come for news, if you didn't come for any of that other stuff, that is fair enough. And you can. This is your opportunity to just sort of leave. You can come back every so often if you want to see what's going on. But obviously, if you want to unsubscribe, completely understand. And that's sort of where we're going in terms of that. I want to put out the best quality content I can on topics that I want to talk about. I've been having the most fun recently, capturing footage of the crew, writing up a video essay, and it's like a different kind of video essay. It's a mix between like my sort of very serious analytical video essays and that Watch Dogs 2 video I made where I'm sort of just making fun of it. It's sort of this in-between stage where I think I've found this perfect middle ground of what content I want to make. And if it turns out well in terms of editing and stuff, then I think you guys are really going to love it too. And I can't wait to put that out and more content like that in the future. I'm gonna plan a Red Dead Redemption retrospective that I'm gonna do. And there's, tons of content I want to put out to the highest quality possible, and just talking about things that I want to talk about. If I think of a topic, I'm like, that'd be great for a video, or, talking about things that are happening in the industry. Here's my thoughts. Here's why this is happening, blah, blah, blah. And just sort of really get into those topics and just sort of make these high quality videos on them, whether that be a review of a game or a movie, or my thoughts on something that's happening in the industry, or just entertaining videos regarding various games, whether I want to make fun of something, whether I want to praise something, whether I want to critique something, but editing these to the highest quality possible so that they're just really, really great videos. Now, the other thing is in terms of Kill Connor Club, and as always, I mean, this is really, like Tyler said in his video, really early talks. We're sort of thinking about what can we do to streamline the Kill Connor Club brand and the As Always brand and make it so that it's not just what it is now. And I know people love it. I love it. So Kill Connor Club is bloody great, but we've been doing it the same way for, coming up to fucking 4 years now. which is absolutely crazy. But we've been doing it the same way. We've been doing the same thing. I know we introduced Clubhouse over on Patreon, which people are loving because, you know, we get people on and stuff like that. But I think there's a point where we can, combine the two. So we have a lot of other shows for As Always and for Kill Connor Club. So things like where we can streamline things. So with the spoiler cast we've been doing, we've got things like God of War, we've got Avengers Infinity War. Like, we can have shows for specific things. So it's like, oh, here's a gaming show, here's a movie show, but here's just like a normal Kill Connor Club where we just talk shit and, you know, just go through a bunch of topics, just have a good time, you know, just streamline things and produce more content under those brands, I think would be fun to do in the future, and to do, you know, do more things with them as well, like more visual things as well, more video things, so it's not just podcasts, but maybe an example of some of these things is like the video I put out the other day on Assassin's Creed is Just Not Good Enough was a clip I took from the As Always exclusive Clubhouse podcast, which was obviously way longer. It was like nearly 2 hours long, but I took a 6-minute segment. It was like a 10-minute segment, edited it down into something like 6 minutes, and then put it in a video form. And I thought that was really cool. I thought it was interesting. So if there's anything like that, I might start to do more of those in the future. But we'll see. I don't know. But really, this was just an update on where the channel's going, you know? What are we doing? I don't want to keep talking about Assassin's Creed. And people have been saying time and time again, like, oh, you do this every single year. You'll be like, I'm done with Assassin's Creed. Then when the next game's announced, you hop on its dick. And I mean, yeah, fair enough. That's true. We do that. That's very true. But this is different. I can tell you this is different. You know, the issue is we always were in hopes that it would get better, and it didn't get better. We stuck with it. Then it did get better. Origins was like meant to be the start of this brand new era of, you know, this franchise that we loved, starting things up, doing a good overarching narrative, doing all these things that were right, you know. And then we just get all we get back from our praise of the game is defensiveness, malice, you know, immaturity on the part of the developers in terms, you know, regarding with people like Amar, who just gets defensive, you know, as if we're backing him into a corner, going, "We love this character, give us another game with him," and it's like he's just like defensive, like, "Oh, but GTA doesn't do it," and no, trust me, start with another character's well sick. And it's like, well, fuck you, man. The fans have been telling you for years upon years upon years, we want investment. We want to play with these characters over and over again. We want more games with the same character. We want an overarching narrative. We want these games to have a narrative thread that runs through them. It's plain and fucking simple. And you do not want to listen. All you want to do is tell us why we're fucking wrong. Well, that's it, isn't it? We're done. We're just done. And this is what happens. You drive away the hardcore fans. This is exactly what happened to people like Luma, Rainy, Squiddish, Shemnu, Gamers Beverage, you know, back in the day. This is exactly what happened to them. You drove them away, and it's obviously worse with us. It's definitely gotten worse because we've just had, you know, the best game in fucking years of Assassin's Creed, you know, and this is the point where we're stopping. It's, you know, it's very fucking weird, but that's just sort of how it is, you know. That's just how we feel. It's the next game hasn't even been announced. People are like, oh, why don't you just wait? It's like, we can fucking tell by the way Amar's been talking to us, you know, the way the law's being handled, you know, Juno being put in the fucking comic book. I just don't have any interest in the franchise anymore. Like I've said, I love Assassin's Creed 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, Black Flag, and Origins. I love those. I love... Embers is a really good movie. But everything else, I do not like. And I can confidently say that. There's nothing else in terms of Assassin's Creed that I like. Oh, I guess the Oliver Bowden novels are always good. But other than that, you know, nothing else I like. It's all fucking ass. And I just, you know, it's gone to that point. We cannot continue to make content on this franchise anymore because the franchise is bloody dreadful. But like I said, if the next game's good, I'll play it. I'll make a video on it. I'll review it. I'll discuss it, of course. But I'm not going to be hyped. I'm not going to be like, oh, I wonder what the next Assassin's Creed's going to be, because I don't care about the franchise. You know, if the game releases and it's a good game, why wouldn't I play it? You know what I mean? Like, if it is good, I'm gonna play it, sure, but as an individual game and not as an Assassin's Creed, because I don't care about Assassin's Creed. I don't. If the game's not good, I'll fucking skip it, because there are so many better games out there, and it's gotten to a point where, you know, I can't do this, not even through this anymore. Like, it's really, you know, disappointing, and, you know, and that is just how I feel about it. That's how we all feel about it, to be honest. Just absolutely fatigued. And obviously, like I've said, the 4 pillars will go strong. The community will go strong. Kill Connor Club, as always, you know, everything is still going. It's just the content shifted, the focus has shifted, and it really already has. This is just me confirming that, you know? Like, in the past couple of weeks, how many Assassin's Creed videos have I made? I don't know, 3 out of, you know, probably the many that I've made over the past month. And this is just me confirming, you know, this is where we're going now. Because I just can't fucking do it anymore, man. I just can't do it. This video is sort of unscripted, just sort of chatting. I didn't really, you know, want to sort of script this, kind of want to just talk, see if I could sort of, you know, get this out there, you know, discuss it, sort of try and explain exactly where I'm coming from, you know, just the way we feel, you know, with Assassin's Creed, because it's just not good, and I don't want to waste my time with it anymore. And that is that. That is simply it. Who knows? Maybe all of a sudden at E3 they'll announce a Bayek sequel, and the, you know, the narrative will be really heavy, and this is where they're going down a single player route, you know. What if they do that? If they do that, then I'm wrong, aren't I? And, you know, they're doing the right thing, and maybe this will be a really cool new franchise, you know, beginning to, you know, it's not going to be Assassin's Creed the way everyone knew it, and I never wanted it to be. I just wanted to have my investment well placed, you know? I wanted my investment in Bayek to be well placed, so that when I pick up the next game, I'm continuing this story, you know? My investment in Bayek pays off, you know, with some, think Uncharted, think God of War, think the original Assassin's Creed games. Think Kingdom Hearts. You invest your time in these characters, you come back, and it's like, yes, these characters are back. And that's something Tyler talked about in the most recent Kill Connor Club, is people don't enjoy media. People don't enjoy things like video games, TV, movies for the situations they're in, and that you know, you can just switch out the characters and people will love it. You know, no one watches Game of Thrones for, you know, primarily for, you know, the battles and the, you know, everything else. It's like, you can't just switch out and just suddenly remove Jon Snow, Daenerys, and be like, oh, it's just a new story, but it's in the same world. Like, you still love that, right? That's not how it works. And Amar can argue like a child all he wants that Grand Theft Auto does it, and it's like, yeah, it does, and it has always done that. It's never tried to not do that. It's always been that. It's always been an anthology series of games where you start off in Grand Theft Auto 1, that's one story. Grand Theft Auto 2, another story. Grand Theft Auto 3, another story. Each game tells an individual story with using the same themes. They're beautiful, huge games that come out every couple of years. They're normally game changers in terms of the open world genre. And that's simply not the same as what Assassin's Creed was built upon. That's like comparing Game of Thrones and something like Black Mirror. Black Mirror has individual episodes. Every episode is telling a different story, and that's what we expect. That's what it is. That's the fundamentals of Black Mirror. The fundamentals of Game of Thrones is an ongoing, overarching narrative that spans a few seasons, tells one overall story with these bunch of different characters, and it all leads to this one point, and it ends. Now let's compare this to the video games. GTA is like Black Mirror in the sense that it started off, every story's different, and that's what it does, and that's great, and I love it. Assassin's Creed started off like Game of Thrones in terms of there's one narrative thread running through all of these games that are leading to one moment, and they all come together, everything works well, these characters continue even if they're not in the next game specifically, because obviously you can't have them in every single game. They appear in the games, they're talked about, they're important, they're integral. There's all these moving parts moving towards one thing, but all of a sudden they're not doing that anymore, and they haven't been for years. And then Amar tries to explain, oh, but it's like GTA. No, it's not. Because Assassin's Creed is built on narrative structure, on overarching narrative, on narrative thread running through multiple installments of the franchise. That's what it's built on. It's not like GTA. That's like Game of Thrones suddenly going, oh yeah, but we're just going to change it now. And every episode's with a different set of characters in this world. That's fine, right? Black Mirror does it, guys. What do you mean you don't want that? What do you mean? Don't be so fucking dumb. What the hell, man? There you go. Those are my thoughts. That's what's happening with the channel. That's what's happening with the channel. That's what's happening with the Kill Connor Club, as always. Like I said, if you want Assassin's Creed news, Fishy's your place. If you want to hear Tyler's thoughts on this same topic, go check out his video. I'll link that in the description as well. And there's that. That is it. That's it. If you want to hear more in depth, we talk about this on Kill Connor Club with Brett from Ubisoft Central a little bit, because he is going the same way too. And it's because Ubisoft does not cultivate player investment. They just try to get the most sales they can in that moment. And that might be great for business, but it's not great for us. And so I don't fucking care anymore. Thanks for your support. Thank you, everyone, because I know a lot of people are agreeing with me like they did on... I was expecting to put out that Assassin's Creed's just not good enough video and get huge amounts of just hate, dislike, people getting mad at me, but no. You all seem to be of the same mindset too. And hopefully you'll stick around to see where the channel goes, you know, in the coming weeks and months, you know, what kind of content we do. Maybe you'll stick around, maybe you won't. But I appreciate your support regardless on, you know, the hype leading up to Unity, through the Syndicate days, you know, and with the hype for Empire and then Origins. I do appreciate, you know, all of the support, all of the, you know, comments and likes and subscriptions that people gave, you know, for those, you know, those years. And I appreciate everyone that's loving the new stuff and that loves Kill Connor Club and is supporting us on As Always. I appreciate all of you so much. So hopefully you'll stick around. Who knows? Anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks for joining me. That's it. We're done. Okay. See you all in the next video. Possibly tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. Should be the crew video. Should be good. I hope so anyways. Okay. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all later.